Alright, Mr. Gatekeeper here. Here we have my very first quad wiMOTE wireless remote for your RF amplifier. I have used a quad module before, but that was with a single unit amplifier to control a couple of different features of 1 amp. But this is the very first actual quad wiMOTE. One remote control that can control up to 4 amplifiers with one remote. As you can see, we have our red programming button. Those are our 4 heavy-duty Allen Bradley 4-conductor wire there coming out there. That wire is shielded. We want to make sure to keep the RF off this line. And of course the unit is fused. Even if I make a wired remote, I'm always going to fuse the remote. Anytime you got electricity that's leaving from one place and going a distance to another, it's good to fuse it. So I'm just going to make a quick video just demonstrating how to run it. Basically just have it simulated now, as in if I have one of the plugs plugged up to one amplifier. And I got some good heavy duty expensive plugs on this. I'm going to start using these from here on out. I may use up some of the other plugs I got, but these are the most expensive plugs I've gotten so far, and I have learned to really love them. They're real heavy duty. You ain't got to worry about them going bad on you. And to me, this is the plug that I found that also can carry the most current. So I'm definitely 100% going to be using these for wireless remotes. It's possibly going to be used for amplifiers with big fans on them. So basically, I just have a 12-volt battery here that's plugged up to one of the plugs, just so I can show the unit working and also show you how to program it if you ever need to program a new remote, or if you need to reprogram your remote for some reason, if it becomes deprogrammed in the future, just so you can know how to use it. These are the easiest units, honestly, to use. You only have one way that you can use the remote: on, off. See, that's the first channel. Amplifier on, amplifier off. Amplifier 2 or B on, amplifier off. C on, C off, D on. And as you can see, right to left, and the plugs go in the same order on the back, right to left. So this is plug A, and that's the plug that I'm on. That's all of them on right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and say, this is also, if you wish, if you wanted to erase all the memory on the chip, you're going to come back here and press the learning button and hold it down till you hear the beep stop. This is for this particular quad module. Okay, you hear the beep going. I'm going to let go. Now the memory has been erased. None of the remotes that you see right here are programmed. Alright, to program this remote is the easiest thing in the world. We'll start with this remote right here. I'm going to press the back till you hear a beep. Then let go. Press button, let go, press again. She's programmed. Just like that. And as you can see, this one's not programmed. So let's say I want to program 2 remotes. Press the button again. Press this button. Let go. Programmed. And that one's programmed too. There you go. And this thing does have some good range. I'm just going to walk back here. I know it ain't real far. It is nighttime, but I can walk around the house, turn this thing on, no problem. Works beautiful. So there is the quad wiMOTE. It can be ran up to 4 amplifiers, 4 devices. And there is an extra option on board, which I did not give you the option to use on this particular module. And I don't see why you really would want to, but there is a jumper that's on board. And basically what that does is that just allows it to where it'd be monetary mode, however you should want to say it. Basically, when you press the button down and hold it, that the wireless remote comes on, and then when you let go, it comes off. That may be good for, you know, if you want to use this during a shootout or something like that, and you just do 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and let go, you know. But I could have put an extra switch on the back so you can flip back and forth, but I didn't really see any use to doing it really. Usually I'll let, you know, sometimes with these things it's better to make it as least complicated as possible. It's easy, better just to get it going so you can just hook it up and, you know, have less things to complicate you. So, the first quad mote. I don't know what this guy's going to be using this for, but it's going to be pretty cool, whatever he is going to be using it for. One last thing I do want to share with you before I get done with this video, okay? Whenever you have, now you can plug in any of these channels, okay? The actual device inside gets its power from any of these channels. All right, took a little bit extra work to do that. It would have been easier if I would have just got the power to actually power the actual device inside. See, these things are self-powered by your amplifier, so there's no need for an external power source to actually power the wiMOTE. So it gets power from each of these sources. It don't matter which plug. You can plug in C and use just C if you wanted to. It doesn't matter. Okay, but one thing I do want to tell you, while you've got it plugged in, you're going to have power sitting on the tip of all these plugs, okay? So you want to make sure if you're not using all these plugs to have it wrapped up. I myself have not found a holder or something. I don't even know if they make something like that for these plugs where you can just plug it into a piece of plastic to keep it insulated. Maybe one of y'all, whoever's watching this, maybe if you've seen something like that, let me know. I will go ahead and purchase quite a few of them. It's good to have for the dual wiMOTEs and the quads, and even send with the regular one just to keep it protected if you're not using it or whatever. But it's basically something to plug this into when you're not using it to keep it insulated, because if you accidentally let this tip touch the ground of one of these plugs, you're going to pop a fuse. But good thing we got a fuse holder in there for that to happen, so it doesn't damage the wireless remote or damage your amplifier. That's why that fuse is there. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So just wanted to let you know that. Just make sure if you're not using one, or whichever ones you're not using, put them in a plastic bag and tape it up or something. Just keep them insulated from each other, and you'll be good to go, man. Alrighty. I had to get me a different case. Normally, my buddy Lawnmower Man normally makes my cases. The only thing I have not done yet, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now, is I need to put some feet on here. And with my luck, I actually have another quad mote just like this one. Same case, same everything's duplicated, that is lost out there in USPS land. And I hope to God, I'd rather would have that remote back than my money. But yes, there's one out there that the old post office is misplaced, or they're very delayed on getting it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out to the guy, and if that one shows up, he can just shoot it back to me. But It's just a risk you do out here these days, man. It's always good to insure stuff if you got the money to do it, no doubt about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some feet on here, because you know these things do weigh a little bit, man. It's good to have this thing where it can grip something if it's sitting on top of each other. And in the future, I may want to look into getting something to where I can mount these things or whatever. So I'm gonna put some rubber feet on there, man, get it packaged up and get it sent out again. I think I'm gonna throw about $100 insurance on it this time. Alright, Gatekeeper said it, we're gone. If anybody needing some wireless remote technology, give me a shout. I'm going to be having some people, or at least one person I have in mind now, to start actually making these for me, because I don't have the time to be producing wiMOTEs at the moment. I got a lot of work I'm trying to get caught up on, but I want to keep them being produced. So I've got a guy that is going to take over production for me, so we can keep them going, keep them getting done, and get them out here so y'all can enjoy these. It does make things a lot easier. All right, man. 73s to all y'all old gatekeepers. Gone. Bye-bye.